I gotta clean my office.
You may have just incriminated yourself.
Oh yeah?
We're, we're recording,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
your scanner went off.
That's fine.
I'll take it out. Don't worry.
Well, we haven't even
I'll-
started.
I'll bury it with the deepest of secrets that the world has.
That's good. We don't have any amateur radio listeners anyways, so it doesn't matter.
You say that, and there'll probably be that like one guy in an RV out in the woods with a big fucking antenna, like listening to everything we're saying right now.
Yeah.
And he will be saying, "We don't use that kind of technology anymore, bitch."
Are we ready to wing it?
Let's go. I was wondering, episode 9, by the way. Hello. We've had a few weeks off. Don't judge us. We're human. I was wondering if I could start.
Start.
Yes, for a change. It's not a very riveting topic, but
All right.
culturally, not everybody, but some people in the USA, they get a bit offended when you say, "Are you okay?" Unless there's something obvious going on. In the UK, we say that as like a greeting, but if there is something obvious that would make them not okay, they would like go into detail. So if I say to you, "Hey, are you okay?" you probably understand me a bit more because
Yes.
we're friends. But if a stranger said it to a stranger, one UK, one USA, like, "Hey, you okay?" and they'd be like, "Yeah, why?" Well, I'm not implying there's something wrong. I'm just asking if you're
Right.
all right. It's politeness, but
The
yeah.
first time you used that with me, I said the exact same thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Why? And then you were like, oh, it's just a greeting. So from now on, when you say it to me, I know what you mean. And it's, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm okay. What about you?
I don't remember that conversation.
Of course you don't. See, I'm like an elephant.
Yeah, but I'm the one
everything.
that's supposed to remember weird stuff.
That wasn't weird. That was just normal. Maybe that's why you didn't remember it. Normal.
We're on
First time.
camera.
Yeah.
This is like would you call it a milestone?
It's close to a milestone.
It's a change.
Yeah.
It's an update.
Yeah. It's something totally new.
I'm not pleased with it.
No. Room for improvement.
We'll have to work on this AI-ness.
Definitely. Room for improvement. I mean, my background might change. Your background might change.
Might shave my hair off.
The next episode, I might be upside down. You never know.
Yeah, like, sure. So, what have you been up to in our few weeks off?
A few weeks off, I've been pulling my hair out. Can't you see? I don't have much.
Same.
No, I've been catching up, on classwork, stuff like
Mm.
that. I'm officially in the start of spring break, so I've got some time to, if there's anything that I fell behind in, I can catch up on it, and I can have some rest time as well.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not going to go crazy with it. That's for sure. What else? Oh, I finally got all my daughter's junk out of my back room. Yeah. So now I can actually order the chairs and put them in there.
You and your wife, are we naming people, or are we just?
You can.
So Sil and you, are you like doing lots of yoga now and crawling around the house and?
Oh hell no. No, that back room is a sitting room. There will be chairs. You will sit down in the chairs. There will be music. There are LED lights.
That's where people sit.
You just chill.
At least now people can see my weirdness. They don't have to listen to it. They can see it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they can just mute it and watch if they want. Which I don't recommend, funnily enough.
Is there a way that they can turn off the video and just listen to the audio?
they could perhaps like turn around like that, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't. No, probably not.
So that's
I
okay.
could when I edit this, I could make it all black.
Then that would defeat the purpose of what we're doing right now.
So the question is, well, never mind.
Well, see, YouTube also, as you know, and everybody knows, goes on the phone as well. So people can just pop it on their phone and listen while they're doing dishes. They'll be too busy doing dishes, they won't see us.
The last time I looked, a vast majority of users, I say users, I sound corporate, people who watch or listen to our shit, quite frankly, they're on the TV or they're using the TV to watch.
Ah,
Behind that was desktop or PC, whatever.
right.
So I feel like a lot of people would want to see something. That was part of our decision to use the
Right.
camera.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And that's where we are.
that's where we are.
So what about you? The time away. What have you been up to?
I did some stuff.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I went down to Brighton a few weeks ago. That's quite far, nearly 300 miles. That was like for an appointment, a special appointment. I came back, obviously. Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, yeah, I'm waiting for something kind of important. So, like, I'm trying to find ways to distract myself.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Sims, Minecraft, watching crap.
Right. I was going to say, I know you've been playing Sims a lot lately.
I have. I've been playing quite a lot of that.
Doing a lot of building in The Sims.
Some building and some renovation as well. I like to I take like the pre-built properties on there, just base game stuff, and I like renovate them. Sometimes I just demolish them and do a new one because why
So
not?
you're able to basically buy properties in there now.
If you're in like I forget what it's called, like a free build, you just do whatever you want. And I use a lot of cheats anyway, because it
Oh,
enables
okay.
you to use more materials, place objects a bit more freely, and you've got more kind of leverage for building or renovating. So it works, you know.
That's what I asked because I remember Sims way back when it was kind of like you had to have your own place and you didn't get to buy another place, and it was all basic. But
Okay, right.
you've got cheats, so cheater. We see that.
They actively encourage it at Sims.
Oh yeah? Do they pay
Interesting.
you? They're not encouraging enough.
What would be a big encouragement is a sponsor. If they sponsor this channel, I will do a lot of content on The Sims.
There we go. Instead, most of our contents when it comes to games is Microsoft. Microsoft. Yeah. Well, still, Microsoft owns it now. Minecraft. The Java version. The original. I'm sad, though, about that. When I had used it in the very beginning, there was a mod that was like so awesome. They had what they call turtles, and you can basically you program them, and they, do the mining for you. You can have them go down so far. Taking mountains down would be like nothing with those guys. Get yourself like 5, 6 of them together.
That's predominantly what you do on our realm, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm demolition man.
Yeah, you're like the landscaper.
Mm-hmm.
If I need any groundswork at all, project far too big, like Bill, you're the guy. Like,
Get rid of this mountain.
don't know what all this is, but
It was like, okay. Yeah, in fact, I've got another mountain. I've got half of it down already. So, and that's from the other night.
Question: have you had all of your Iron Brew? Have you still got some?
I still have one.
Shit, the last one.
Yeah,
That's intense.
yeah. I'm kind of like trying to save it for a special occasion. Don't ask me what occasion. Maybe I'll just save it for my graduation.
That would make
Yeah,
a pretty good photo shoot.
yeah. And
Maybe.
everybody be,
Probably
what are
not.
you drinking? None of your business. It's mine, mine. It's the last one. Leave it
Piss
alone.
water from Scotland. What have we got on the agenda then?
We don't have much on the agenda tonight. We've got we're basically winging it, so
We always do.
yeah. So we've just got to think of maybe some topics lately that we can go by. Have you heard any of the news over here where Elon Musk is concerned?
Oh, him? No.
No, he's being targeted.
Oh, good.
Um,
Sorry, joking,
somebody
of course.
somebody went to one of his um, car sales place and set fire to 4 of the Teslas. Another car dealership, they threw a rock through the window. They're trying to just break them down. The problem is though, they've been going after regular people who own Teslas. And it's like, look, you could be mad at him, for teaming up with Trump and doing what he's doing. But, these are regular people that have bought the cars,
The trouble with that, some of them, even if you associate somebody who's purposely bought a Tesla with Elon Musk and his beliefs, what if somebody had a Tesla because they were borrowing it because they needed a car, or it was a courtesy car from insurance, or it was a visitor at the house? They're getting targeted for that association. They might not know actually exists.
Yeah.
And does that justify it anyway, even if that was the case?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a problem,
So, and now they're going to crack down. They're going to find out whoever did it, and they're going to persecute them with the full power of the law. Yeah. And so it's been very interesting just watching and everything that's going on over here. Supposedly they found billions of dollars of fraud in the government. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's cool. Where's my money?
Yeah, that, and give us something actually new in the news.
Yeah.
We all knew the government isn't 100%, 100% not fraudulent and corrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I feel like ours is just as bad, maybe. Well, in some ways, anyway.
Yeah, and wow, I don't believe it. We're kind of sort of talking politics here.
It's a big no-no on the channel, or to
For
some
the most
degree,
part,
anyway.
yeah. And the Ukraine thing that's going on.
Trump and Penis Boy, they didn't need to talk to Zelensky like that.
No.
That was really disrespectful.
So we'll see what happens. But from what I understand, I haven't gotten into it really that much, but something's happening with Putin, talking something about Zelensky must, in order for the war to stop, he must surrender. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. That's not, you're supposed to be having a ceasefire, and then you talk negotiations. Surrendering is not part of negotiations.
Yeah. This is justice people are asking for. The whole world is looking at Russia and going, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You told me they can literally see this like raw, like we're winging it so much. You told me today you were having English muffins. And I
Oh
thought,
yeah.
that's a strange thing because people in England can't decide on what a muffin truly is because it depends where you go, what they call the thing. When we're using different names, we refer to bread essentially, but circular. They either come as a whole or you slice them in the middle yourself. I used to call that a muffin. Now I have to call it a barm because of where I live. But when you showed me what you were referring to, that was actually a crumpet. So that's interesting.
Right. Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I had to do was say Google Thomas English muffin.
Mm.
They're the main brand name. This is the brand name. So I mean, other companies make them, but that's what, of course, they've all been called over here. And so when you say English muffin pizza, that's what you're talking about using is those little guys. What I like better is when Sil turns around and gets some French bread and slices that open and makes pizza with that. You know, that's pretty cool. Instead of doing
I dig it.
the dough part and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever had Parmo?
I can't say that I have.
Okay, well that makes two of us. We've had like schnitzels and stuff, and to my
Mhm.
understanding, they're quite similar, only with like a bit of sauce or something like that. And it's predominantly
Oh.
chicken in the batter, is it? Or breadcrumbs, whatever. It seems to be popular in some states of the US.
Probably
Maybe,
south. Probably
yeah.
down south.
We watched this guy, he's from the UK, called Beard Meats Food. He's
Hmm.
very, very good at putting food away. He's only a smallish guy, but he beats like world records and stuff. And he just goes to different places all around the world, gets a new record, or sometimes. He likes Parmo. And yeah, that's how I learned about what it was. Originally, I think I'd seen it and just assumed it was like a schnitzel and like a bit of cheese sauce or gravy, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks okay. I haven't tried it.
Yeah. It really sounds like something from down south, possibly New Orleans.
Okay.
So, 'cause that down there, the Creole and um, all that stuff, and it sounds like to me it leans towards that type of food.
Interesting.
Minus the fish, the seafood part. In other words, it doesn't have any.
Yeah. Interesting. What's the furthest south you've been in the USA?
Bear Creek, Alabama.
I knew that. I actually did. It didn't
Yeah,
come to my mind immediately. So what's that like there?
it was nice. Bear Creek itself is a family town.
Oh right, I was thinking it was like a resort or something.
Nope.
Mm.
Let's see here. Great great grandfather started it.
Oh
Started the
wow,
town. Yep.
that's cool.
Anytime they needed land, they'd have a town meeting. Like say they're like, the school's too small. We need to
Mm.
build a bigger school.
Oh wow,
He would turn around and go, "How much land do you need?"
that's
You
cool.
know, yeah, just as simple as that.
Very easygoing.
The high school is named after him, and it was kind of fun because when we went down there, we went down there in '75, and then again in '81, and we decided to go to the school for a day,
Hmm.
and somebody somehow let them know that we were the great great grandchildren, you know, of John Robert Phillips, school's benefactor, and you got treated like royalty.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it was. Everybody wants to come up to you, say hi. What was he like? Do you know what he was like? And all this stuff. And you have to turn around and go, he was my great-great-grandfather. I don't think I knew what he's like. You know. Do you guys use mistletoe Christmas time?
Eh,
Is it something that basically is used though?
yeah, it's there.
Because
With no offense towards you personally, it just seems like Americans popularized it.
they did.
We grow shit tons, and I think it's just normal to people. You see it in trees, you mistake it for birds' nests. It's just a thing. Like
Yeah.
we've done the whole that, but
Right.
eh.
Because let me think, 75, I believe it was when we went down there. No, I'm sorry, 81 when we went down there.
Wow.
Another cousin of ours took us out to the trees where the mistletoe is,
Right.
where they have some mistletoe, and these are tall trees. So it's like, yeah, John, how do you get it down out of there? And he pulls out a shotgun.
Oh shit.
And he's like, boom, and all of a sudden mistletoe just comes raining down.
Oh sweet. And it's like unaffected.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, because the way they group. He also had a 22, which was more precise, and we got to shoot them. We got to shoot the guns,
Cool.
and bring down mistletoe. So that was another kind of cool thing to have done.
At least you used them for something like that.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like, John, you can make a lot of money. He's like, no, I do this for fun.
If TikTok would have been invented in 1970 something, he would have. Although no, he wouldn't have done well. He would have probably been banned or something. Dangerous activity. How dare you? Be gone. Yeah.
The early days of YouTube.
Yeah. Do you remember FPS Russia?
Yes.
He was so cool. He was actually American, He wasn't actually Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, I think. It was fun. A lot of fun. I remember seeing him like circa 2010, something like that, 2011.
Who's your favorite right now?
Oh, hard, difficult, very difficult. I don't know. Too many.
Yeah.
When you see computer codes and it's like one after the other. It's my brain that can't.
The Matrix.
Yeah, I can't. Let me just get my thinking cap on. No, I don't know. Jesus, that was such good timing. Life of Tom. I've always watched him like forever. He's from not far away from where I'm from originally.
Mm-hmm.
I watched loads. I want TGF to come back. There's rumor that they might come back. If you don't know, they stopped making videos because there were some police incidents regarding their typical fashion TGF antics. That didn't necessarily stop them in the long run, but they said they were growing up at the end of the day and they just couldn't keep hurting themselves, which makes a lot of sense.
True. Very true.
But as a group of friends, it would be nice to see them back together doing something, even if it is something a bit more grown up, like a podcast or something. I think TGF would pull it off, whatever that might be. I don't know. So I have my fingers crossed for that.
I find that a lot of the streamers out there on YouTube are coming from California, but that's because they're gravitating to California as they make money.
Right.
There's one guy out there, Osmongold.
Okay.
He's not in Florida. He's down in Austin, Texas, and he's going to stay down in Austin, Texas. He's rich. He's just a millionaire, but he is down to earth with everything he does. He doesn't like buying fancy cars. He doesn't like going out to fancy restaurants, nothing like that. And if you watch him stream, It's a normal room he's streaming from. There's nothing really, no green screens, no pop to it at all. It's just him discussing games and politics and stuff like that. So I want to say he's one of my favorites.
It's pretty
Um,
decent.
yeah, a lot of them that I tend to like come from Canada,
Right.
and I'm like, what the hell? Why are you from Canada? Why aren't you from here? And of course, nobody's up here where I am. Massachusetts. Oh, heaven forbid someone who was making money on YouTube lives in Massachusetts.
Why? What's the beef with Massachusetts?
Just New England, just the season changes and the snow and all
That's
that stuff.
ideal for me. Though.
Yeah,
I'd love that. I would be really sort of like pissed off if I went to California and they had a heat wave that would be considered a heat wave for their standards. Not
yes,
because of the wildfires, because I just hate heat.
yeah,
Contrary
yeah.
to popular belief, because I have my sleeves like this, it's just a comfort thing. But like, yeah, when it's summer here, it can 30 degrees Celsius. It's like it's not ideal, and it's humid as well. So
Quick, convert that for all the American listeners.
I don't know, probably like 70 some, 80 some, 85 Fahrenheit,
Something around 85.
something like hot. Okay, where you are,
Yeah,
it's hot.
that's
Weirdo. What do you do? Do you live in a fucking oven or something?
yeah. Our summers get up there. Sometimes we hit the 90s, but for the
It's not
most part,
ideal.
it's in
Rude.
the 80s here.
It's not too bad when it's dry.
Hmm.
I've been to different countries like Greece, Spain, Turkey, Cyprus. They're okay to a degree. They have their limits. They're more tolerable. Anything here above like 20 something, late 20s, it's too much. Too
Yeah,
much. It's that thickness. It's humid. It's just, it's shit. There's,
I'm reaching the age where I'm supposed to become a snowbird. You know what a snowbird is?
no, it sounds rude in my head.
It's where if you live up here in New England, you stay up here for the summer, maybe a little bit of the fall, and then you go down south to, well, a lot of people go to Florida, and they stay down there. The
Right.
older people, they do
Okay.
that, and there's like resorts down there that they
Mm.
live in for the whole winter, and then come into spring, they come back up here.
If that's what you're into, fair enough, you do it. But
Right?
I would embrace the harsher winters personally.
Yeah. I mean, I never had a problem with the cold. For a little while, it was the snow.
Mm.
And then when I got my Jeep, hell with the snow. I could go through it like butter. So,
Mm.
I had no problem with winter now, whatsoever. So
Very good.
we've had people come up here, especially truck drivers.
Mm.
And when I worked third shift in a convenience store, they would come in asking for directions. And, they would be like, can you tell me how to get to Worcester?
I
And it's
like
like,
it.
you mean Worcester? And here's another good one too. Can you tell me where Leo Minister is? And it's like, you mean Leominster?
Jesus.
Unfortunately, it is spelled Leo Minister, but of
Makes
course,
sense.
so they're gonna say it like that,
Mm.
and then you just kind of nicely go, oh, Leominster. And sometimes they look at you funny, but
Why have I never thought of this? Wait a minute. Wait. $1 million idea, right? Pound, if you from here. 1 week I could do some like American stuff. Like I'll try some stuff that you recommend. The next week you could do the same. Try stuff I recommend. What about that?
yeah,
All while we do a brew and have the other stuff.
yeah. As long
Shit.
as it's obtainable.
We'll
I mean,
rebrand to T America Subscribe. Thank you. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, at some point we will probably actually be recording from the top of a roller coaster, which is something we've not discussed with our audience yet.
Mm.
Do you want to tell them a bit about that?
We'll work on that.
Mm. Mm.
Why?
So when
Go
that
ahead.
inevitably doesn't happen, we can then say, well, you know, shit happens. Have a good evening and fuck off.